Hey YouTubers, it's the American Samurai coming to you almost live from SmallTown USA. Set the dial on the Wayback Machine because we're busted out back to the 90s. And back to one company in particular. A wrestling company that revolutionized what wrestling is today. And no, I'm not talking WCW. I'm not talking WWF. I got 3 letters for you. ECW. This is ECW Heatwave, 1999, the last pay-per-view they did before they aired on TNN with their show. The matches in here include Chris Chetty and Nova versus Danny Doring and Roadkill with Miss Congeniality, who I believe is Lita. Jazz versus Jason, and yes, it is Jazz the Diva. And she kicks his butt, straight up, no lie. Super Crazy versus Little Reveiw. Balls Mahoney and Spike Dudley versus the Dudleys for the tag team title. Tommy Dreamer interview. Taz versus Tajiri for the ECW World Tag title. And the Impact Players with Don Marie versus Rob Van Dam and Jerry Lynn. As I said, this was the last pay-per-view they did before they got their big break on TNN. Overall, it's a pretty good pay-per-view. I've watched it. I liked it. The only thing I didn't like is because it was all-core DVD, there's no scene select, so you have to watch, if you stop it for any reason, you have to watch it all the way through again. It was just a basic match all. If you're thinking of being ECW on TNN, I'd pick this up first, because this is going to fill in a lot of answers to a lot of questions. Because the show takes place one week after that, the events of the, not 1 week, pretty close. It's about 1 week after the events of this pay-per-view. So, it's pretty interesting. Here's the cover. As you can see, nothing spectacular. It's in black and white. Overall, I'd give this pay-per-view probably a 9.9 out of 10. I mean, it's not a WWE spectacular pay-per-view that people think when they think pay-per-views. You don't have some musical guest coming out singing. Closest thing you got to a singer is a gal named Jazz. Pun, insert pun here. But overall, if you're interested in something a little different from your standard pay-per-view, or you're thinking of checking out ECW on TNN, I would highly recommend picking this up first before you check out ECW on TNN. And this was filmed in Dayton, Ohio. So, overall, I would say, if you're looking for somewhere to start with ECW, and let's say you decide that, oh, I'm going to get ECW on TNN Volume 1, but, you know, was there anything before that? What pay-per-view came before that? It was ECW Heatwave 1999 that came before that. So, yeah, all the matches on here are great ones. You know, they don't limit themselves. The DVD is censored. So you do not hear the cursing, which I think is kind of a blessing. Maybe they did that because it was a national audience, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I highly recommend picking this up. Like I said, 9.9 out of 10. ECW Heatwave, 1999. Until next time, this is the American Samurai saying, sayonara.